Hello, my name is Joel Coleman. This case study demonstrates how a learning experience was designed, evaluated, and refined using learner data and assessment evidence. It highlights 4 core instructional design competencies: problem framing and needs analysis, learner-centered UX design, assessment and evaluation logic, and data-informed iteration and improvements. The work is organized using a learning experience design framework that moves through empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and iterate. What follows is a walkthrough of how each phase was applied and supported with evidence.
The empathize and define phases were addressed through empathy mapping and needs analysis. Together, they captured learner context, motivations, and barriers, and linked classroom evidence to the performance gap, which informed instructional framing and support decisions. The ideation phase targeted the instructional problem through design decisions by sequencing instruction, scaffolding practice and feedback, and providing multimodal accessibility support. The prototype and test phases were addressed through aligned pre- and post-assessment results that were analyzed and adjusted to ensure valid interpretation of learning outcomes. Learner perception data and coded reflections provided additional evidence of how instructional supports influenced learning strategies, informing improvements in the next phase: data-informed iteration and improvements. The iterate phase was addressed through assessment and feedback updates informed by post-test analysis, including the exclusion of an unclear main idea assessment item to improve the validity of learning outcome data. In addition, learner experience feedback guided changes to scaffolded feedback explanations and module orientation to help learners better understand the strategies needed for independent practice.
Together, these phases of a learning experience design process show how learner data and assessment results were used to inform instructional design decisions, evaluate learning, and guide targeted improvements to a learning experience. Thank you for watching.